So real quick, I want to show you how I research new AI tools, what this looks like, how I do this. So the first thing I do is I use ChatGPT search tool to go in there and just basically ask, what is this tool? So for instance, Deep Research came out a couple of days ago. So I would put in there, what is ChatGPT Deep Research? Look at the different sources and the references to get a basic understanding, or have the AI tool get a basic understanding of what this tool is. So what I would do here is I copy this whole thing. Here's step two, copy this whole thing. And then I'm going to go into a different model. I'm going to go into a more advanced model. So O3 Mini is kind of faster at reasoning. I use that right away. This one, I'm going to go in a different one. I'm going to say, okay, this is a summary of ChatGPT Deep Research. So create a prompt structure that would help me basically unlock its full potential, make sure I'm using it to the maximum ability based on what it's learned so far on what Deep Research is. So I put this in there and I'll copy and paste that entire response from last time, put this in here, and I made a mistake here. So we go ahead and switch this to the right model instead. I'm using O3 Mini. I want to use O1, which is the best at reasoning. So I'm gonna copy this here again and put it back in the prompt box. That way we have it in the advanced model. So what's going to do here, it's going to take all the information it previously learned and what Deep Research was, what the AI tool was, and you can use this for literally anything you want. Any AI tool out there, as long as there's relevant news sources on it, which most of the time there is, this will help you out here. So I'm going to go ahead, take this entire prompt structure here, and say, okay, based on this template, create a prompt for Deep Research. I want to look into DeepSeek. And so now it'll craft this entire prompt structure for me. Again, I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm simply going to copy and paste this entire thing into the prompt box and click on Deep Research once it's completed. So copy this entire thing right here, all the way to the top, paste it into the prompt box and click on Deep Research, and there we go. Now it's going to ask me a quick question. A lot of times it does this when you first start using Deep Research, or for the first prompt, might ask a couple clarifying questions. So I'll say, focus in the US. Also like to know the reaction from the EU and even China is. So perfect, it gets it, and it'll go ahead and do this. Now, just for clarification, I've sped this portion of the video up. That way you don't have to watch it work for the next 10, 12 minutes. It does take a while to do this work. And so for the sake of this video, I'm going ahead and speeding this process up. You can see it's going through. I like Deep Research too, that it's actually giving you a lot of information on the side, kind of walking through what it's doing in terms of the research it's looking into, which is extremely interesting. I do like that as well. Also, the fact that it has this different sources on the side. Really think about it, this is basically ChatGPT coming after Perplexity is kind of what I see this as. So once this is all said and done, I will then go ahead, and that's my final output in terms of what I'm looking for. And this is just, for me, it's a great way to learn how to use a new AI tool. Now, over time, I'll make it my own. I'll go ahead and look at different ways to, tweak it or refine it in terms of things that I actually want to get from it. But you have a search tool available, and then you can input that search directly into creating a prompt structure, and then the prompt structure is what you use as your template for creating additional prompts from there. So hope that's helpful. Try it out, let me know what you think.